Hello, wherever you are and whenever you're watching this, I do hope that you are well. It's strange how that has become a mantra now to start most of my videos. I do hope you're well. I do hope in the course of 2021 I will end up not saying that every time I speak to people. But in the meantime, I do really mean it. I hope that you and yours are safe and well just now. You know, if I was to go to a desert island, all on my own, and whoever put me there said you can take 2 books from the Bible, one from the Old Testament, one from the New. I wonder what books you would choose. From the New Testament, I would take the Gospel of St. John, because it tells me the stories of Jesus, yes, but it also gives a slant of darkness against light. It's written in a way that captivates at least me. I like it more than any of the others of the Gospels. And while I could have taken some of Paul's letter or one of Paul's letters, I find that I need to ground myself in the teaching of Jesus as recorded in the book of the Gospels, and I choose John as my favourite one. In the Old Testament, it's a bit easier for me, because without any hesitation, if someone says, what is your favourite book in the Old Testament? Well, there's lots of them. Isaiah, for the prophecies of Jesus, the existing Genesis and Exodus for the early journey towards the establishment of the promised land and the people of God, of the people of Israel. But my answer would always be the book of Psalms. And so this course, this set of reflections is going to be on the Psalms. I've got a small confession to make to you. One of the most difficult things that I find in my Christian journey is to regularly read the Bible in a structured way. I read the Bible most days, not every day, I have to confess, but I read the Bible most days. I dip into it, I listen to it online, I read it and study for sermons, but I don't really have a structure. And I do think that all of us, me and you included, need a structure in reading the Bible. It's good for us. God needs to speak to us, and regularly. And so, as much for me, probably more for me than for you, I thought I would introduce the Psalms to you as a way of structured reading. Over the course of 12 sessions or thereabouts, I'm going to be looking at, and I better read this just so I get it right, I'm going to be looking at the first session the next time I speak to you, is going to be marvelling at the Psalms. And we're going to look at Psalm 8, 19 and 139. Then we're going to look at thirsting for God, then choosing the right path, offering praise to God, crying out for rescue. I think we all need that at times. Trusting in God's protection, resting in God's care, exulting, being filled with God, rejoicing in God's character, looking forward to the Messiah, to see what the psalmist tells us about that, finding forgiveness and restoration, and giving thanks to our faithful God. In each of these weeks, in the 2 weeks before, I will give you the readings and ask you to read them. And then I will record a video just a bit like this, a wee bit more in depth, a wee bit more detail, probably lasting 25 minutes to half an hour. I've not quite worked it out yet, where I will look at the 3 Psalms or the 4 Psalms or however many Psalms I give you to look at, and just give you my slant on them, what they say to me. And if 2 or 3 people want to follow this course, I would hope that after every 3 or 4 of these reflections that we could do an online chat, a chat where we could speak about the Psalms, what we've learned so far, what questions we have. And of course, with all of these things, I would look forward to you putting questions to me at any time, things that you're not sure about, through email, through our Facebook comments, etc. So, why do we study the Psalms? Well, the Psalms for me, very briefly, gives me it knows how I'm feeling. I can be down in the dumps and like Jesus on the cross, and Jesus used the Psalms quite a lot. I can say, my God, why have you abandoned me? I can be lifted up by singing praise to God. Sing praise to God, for it is right and proper to do. I can be confused and doubtful. I can be weary. I can think of all these verses of the Psalms that can tide me over in times of difficulty, or that I can share in times of joy. God is our refuge and our strength. I lift my eyes to the hills. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. It's full of Psalms. And while I'm not going to in any way look at the 150 Psalms in these 12 weeks, we will cover quite a lot of them, probably 50 or 60 of them, as we journey together through the book of Psalms. I do hope that you will join with me. My next session, or the first of these proper sessions, is going to be on the 25th of August, but you can watch it any other time because I actually have a meeting elsewhere that night, but I'll have recorded it and posted it that day. And if you are going to join, I'm going to ask you if you could read Psalm 8, make any notes that you might want, Psalm 19, and Psalm 139. And the theme is marvelling the Psalms, just how brilliant the Psalms are. And I think you'll find reading these, you'll get a perspective of the psalmists' writings and how they will just impact on our lives. May God bless you. May His face shine upon you. And I hope that you enjoy a structured reading programme. As I say, you can find information about this on our Facebook pages, and I'll even put a separate page on the Cluny website for people to do the Bible study with the readings, etc., and any notes that I have about them. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.